Hello, hello, hello. I pressed the wrong button, but it's okay. It's the countdown. It's countdown, right? So, welcome to Stress Out Stress Free. Today, we're going to be talking about working from home and how your working from home ergonomics. With a simple adjustment and tweaking, it will help you make your life more comfortable. And what we're going to show you is what you should know all about working from home. Okay, and we'll get started right after this message. Oh, right. Something, there's a glitch on that video. Anyways, it's okay. So we're back. Now, if we never met before, my name is Winston Woon. I'm the author of the number one bestseller, Your Stress Stops Here. What I do is I help people stay stress free by changing one habit at a time. As I mentioned earlier, today we're going to be focusing on working from home ergonomics. And we're going to do a simple adjustment and tweaking to make your life more comfortable and what you should know about your workstation. Okay, just housekeeping. Just make sure if you're watching right now, make sure if you can be my ear and my eye. If you cannot hear me, just put in the chat and let me know you can't hear me or there's no sound or that you can see me properly. Okay, all right. let's dive right into it. Let's start with what's your work area right now. No matter if you are working at home or you're working at the you're working at home, or you're working from home, or working at work, or your work economics. Can you describe your work area from your house or work? And even if you don't work at home, or you don't do any work at home, but then what about your desk and your computer area where you sit and maybe to surf the net? I know a lot of people are surfing the net through the handphone, but also there are people also working. I mean, doing work on the desk, correct? Okay. All right. Let's look at possibilities, and look at what you should have, and then we're going to move to you have what you have now, and improve your situation so that you can work stress free at home. And also the third one, I will show you the ideal workstation. Okay. All right, let's go to what you should have. Working from home, what you should have. Let's go to this for 1 second here. Let me just let me just switch to here 1 second. Okay. 1 minute. Make sure this is correct. All right, let's look at this. Nope, wrong one. Working from home settings. All right, let's do the working from home settings. And good. Okay, this is the working from home settings. As you can see here, I have the we'll just run through this, how the your normal settings should be. As you can see here, we have the I'm pointing at my island, and also what I'm doing is I'm using a island stool, so that the elevated the height is up, and I'm on the left side of your screen explaining that. And this is a recording, so I can just it's a recording. So just the thing I was holding earlier is a what we call a lumbar. It's a lumbar cushion. Lumbar cushion that helps to hold your back so that you won't hurt your back. Okay. See, as I sit down, you can see that your hand and you have to be level onto your surface. Let's see how I rest my hand over there, and let me just put some sound there so you know what we're talking about. For your table, as long as you put your hand on the louder on the tabletop, and then you feel comfortable, and you see how. Let me show you the back view. Look at the back view, so you can see the back of the shoulder. Straight the shoulder is, so it's not like up or down, or you're crunching this way. So basically, it's just normal, and it's just see, straight, and then it's comfortable. It's not. Okay, let's stop here. Why do we need to have your shoulder level straight? Why is it so important? Do you know why? Okay, so basically, if your shoulder is not level, it's not straight. Let's say one is higher than the other. So basically, your whole body will be like kind of like lopsided. And what happens is when the muscles that's further up will be shortening, and then the other one will be normal, right? The muscle will be normal on the other one, and then this one here will be shortening because it's from up here, the neck to. Let me just go to this screen so you can. So from one, let's say it's not level, right? One side is higher, this right hand side is higher, and left hand side is lower. So what happens is the muscle on the higher side is kind of like shortening. So when you shorten, and then when you go back to normal, it will just it's create the tightness over there. So that's why you get all the tightness and pain in the neck, correct? So that's why you have to, when you sit, make sure you sit, your shoulder have to be straight. Okay, let's go back to the let's go back to the settings again.
Home settings.
Okay.
That's my stool
So
over there.
we were here before. Your This is to show you your lower, your back. Make sure your arm is on
It's not
to the
up
the table. Your arm
this
is
way,
level.
and then you see how the shoulder goes up, and then it helps. It's going to create tightness in your body. Not help, but create tightness in the body. So,
Okay. Lots of words. So basically, you see how the position is. You make sure your arm is on to the table, on resting on the table. Whatever desk you use, if if you use a piece of wood. When we went to college, we just use a piece of wood. Let's make sure, or what a desktop, make sure it's your hands are on the desk itself, just like shown in the picture here. So we're gonna move on, and over here you see we have the.
if you don't have a computer stand, it's fine. Just
So what I do here is use the
box or
over here we use the computer stand or a desktop stand to elevate your monitor so that when you look at it, it's eye level. You have to make sure it's eye level. Oops, eye level, and it makes your eye level, and that excuse me, it's on at your eye level and make it your eye comfortable, so you won't have to like bend down or look up or look sideways to look at the computer. And with that setting, it usually is about one arm length, and also it's about 18 to 24 inches away from your eye. So that way it's very comfortable and doesn't hurt your eye. If not, you're going to be ending up seeing the eye doctor, right? Okay, you see we have the stand to hold it up, and also what I'm using here is, okay, let's see.
the old phone book can stack them up. So
Yep.
it's on your eye level.
Okay, if you don't have the computer stand, use an old phone book. Some people might know what an old phone book is, and old phone book, so that you can just you can old phone book, so you can just leave it up so to change the view. And also let me change the camera. Okay, and also you can use a box to lift the height up so you can see properly. Okay. All right, gonna move on. Let's see. And then as you see there, I use a wireless
arms is here,
keyboard
I'm
or
comfortable, and then-
extension. So
And then all
when
you
you
need to do
type,
is just type.
and we also have
Not-
the
If you, without,
we also have the gel for your hands, so your wrist, so that you won't hurt. If you type too long on a hard surface, your wrist is going to hurt and it's going to create carpal tunnel. And if you see with the gel here, it's so soft that let me explain.
the gel pad,
See,
your arms just
arms just rest on the hard surface
help
and
kind of like
it hurts,
strain
and
your-
it's,
strain
sooner
your
or
wrist a
later
little
it's
bit.
going to create
Okay?
pain.
So with the gel pad, it's
Okay.
just because in the surface is hard too, so it's hard to. It's gonna strain your arm. I mean, strain your wrist. So
Okay.
gel pad here, and then you can start typing, and it's comfortable and you're relaxing. Make sure when you sit, your chest is up, your back, push back, shoulder to the shoulder blade straighten up straight, and you start working. It's the keypad here, and then if you either move your keypad towards that side and move the gel pad towards the left when you need towards your right when you need to use the mouse. Okay, And
okay, so this is the ideal setting. So if you, what I use is I use extend keyboard so that you don't have to go up to your laptop or you go up to your uh, MacBook or computer to type, correct? So that's why we move it up there. And also with the wireless mouse, it's easier to control and it's much better than moving your finger once again up there up to your mouse pad to work on. Okay, and with the gel pad, you just all you need to do is just put your wrist on it and then you type on, and it helps you to release all the tension and makes it feel great. And you probably not going to end up with a carpal tunnel. Okay, so this is part of the settings that we should have. Okay, let's move on to the settings that we have. How do you call that? Let's move on to another settings, which is what I have now and what you might have too. But then, if you have any question, you can just pop in the chat and we can discuss about how we can improve on your own setting, not my setting. Okay. All right. Let me just move to the next one, which is okay. This is my setting. Okay. What I have here is I have a lift desk. Oops. Did I publish it? Nope. Sorry about that. Okay. This is my work area. We work with what you have, and basically this is my dining room. We don't dining table, and we don't use it. So what I did is I have a lift table, so that when I need to sit down too much, I just stand up and start moving around so that it's not so tight. You see, I'll show you the chair that I'm using, the dining room chair, and also using the lumbar cushion. Okay, as you can see, this is a lift table, and it's simple. It's just on the desk, on top of the desk, and then when you need to lift it up, you just press the. Let me show you. You just press a level on the side. Let me show you what it is for. So I'm sitting down so that it's easier for me to type. So there's two levels. One is level for your keypad, and I mean your keyboard, and also where you put your mouse. And the top level is where you put your monitor and screens. Let's say you have one monitor, or you can put your iPad on the side, so you can keep an eye or use your iPad as a second screen. So you see, now I can just push it in and type it, and it's so comfortable. I have the gel pad right before the computer. Before the keyboard, and then it can type on. And also, if you slide over a little bit, you can use the mouse. Okay, so you look at this corner here. There's a level on the side that you can just click and lift it up. Click and lift it up, and it's right there, and you can just stand up right, like what I'm showing here. See, so the whole desk is up, so you can stand up instead of sitting down. When you sit down too much, your legs get sleepy or you get tired, and your lower back hurts. When you stand up, it's much better because the blood just flush down and it's move all over the place very easily, instead of like sitting down and then the blood have to go to your lower back and then down to your leg, right? So when you sit down too much, you can just get up and stretch, and then that helps you to be more fresher. And what I'm discussing is, you make sure that your computer is one hand or 18 to 24 inches away from your screen, so that you can help save your eye and not hurt your eye. And with your arm just resting on the keyboard, on the first shelf there, you can just put your hand there and just keep on typing and look at the the monitor right away, so that you won't strain your eye, or you don't have to look bend forward to see or hunch your back. All right, this is basically my setup. So you work with what you have, right? See, now very simple. Let me just show you. When you're done standing up, you get ready to sit down, and all you need to do is press the level and you go straight down. Okay, excuse me. As you can see here, after standing so much, you tired, right? So all you need to do is just press the level and go straight down, and then you are down, and then you can just keep on doing your work and then move on. Okay. So, all right. So this is what what I already show you. What the excuse me. Wow, excuse me. 1 second. Okay. Let me just drink some water. I already show you workstation and the setup, and what you should have. And then we work. Like for me, in my case, I work around with what I have. Correct. So the next thing I want to do is explain to you what kind of posture. What's the good posture? How do you? What's the definition of good posture? Whoa. Okay. What's the definition of good posture? Oh, like last week when I was talking to in my last video, I was talking to my friend, and we were discussing about our parents, or the Asian Chinese parents always tell you sit up straight, but they never tell you how to sit up straight, correct? And also, even standing up, they ask you to stand up straight, but they never tell you how to stand up straight. And I remember Ian was on there too, and then he said, "Oh, my parents tell me too. Maybe she's half Chinese." Excuse me. So give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. My just throat is killing me. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. The very Okay, I'm back. So I didn't change my screen just now, so apologize for that. So basically, where were we? We show you. We were talking about posture, correct? It's so important that you have a good posture. My throat gets dry easily because we live in an apartment, and the heat is always on, and it's just dry, and it's cold outside too. So that's why we need the heat. Anyways, what do you call a good posture? How do you have good posture? As I say, when I was little, my parents always tell me, maybe it's the Chinese thing, I'm not sure, but then parents always tell us like, oh, sit up straight, but they never tell you how to sit up straight. Okay, let me just show you a picture here. Can you see the picture here? No? Okay. All right. Let me just put this live mode. All right. Still okay. You can see the picture on my right hand, on the left side of the screen. So that's my beautiful wife. Anyways, okay, a perfect curve. I mean, a perfect posture. You have to, if you look at the red line there, you have to have three curves. Three curves. Okay, one is. Let me bring Jane into the picture. Can you see Jane? Oops, let me just take out that posture first. Okay. Jane. Okay, Jane here. You see there's one from your occiput to your neck, there's one curve. Okay, one curve. And then the next curve will be from your shoulder line to the shoulder blade. That's another curve. I think it's better to show you on the picture. Will be, see, from the shoulder blade to underneath by the right before, right after the shoulder blade is one curve, and then the next curve will be like your lower back area. See the lower back area curve to your buttocks. So that's three curves. This is how you're supposed to sit. And as you sit, as we mentioned earlier, you have to have your shoulder line should be straight. So your left shoulder and right shoulder should be in one straight line. And while sitting, your ear, your shoulder, and if you look all the way down, your sit bone should be all on one line. Talking about sit bone, usually, how do people sit? Most people sit on their tailbone instead of sit bone. Sit bone is your pelvic bone looks something like this, right? Let me just, okay, your pelvic bone looks something like this, right? So it's the bottom part of this bone sits on the chair, not the pelvis looks like this, and then there's a triangle here which is called a tailbone. A lot of people sit on their tailbone. That's why you have pain and aches, because you're basically sitting on the tip of your bone, tip of the tail. Tailbone is the piece of, if you go straight down your lower back and then you see a dip, right? Straight down your lower back, you see a dip before your butt, and then you dig up a little bit. That's the small tiny piece there. It's right before your butt cheek. The small tiny piece there is called a tailbone. A lot of people sit on that bone. That's why you have so much pain. If you sit on your pelvic bone, the sit bone, the bottom part of the pelvis, then you're gonna have any problem, because that's how your body. That's how it's supposed to hold your body. Okay, so if you can do with me, if you're sitting down or standing up, is fine. If you can do with me, let's get rid of that. If you can do with me, let's figure out how to sit properly or how to stand properly. Okay, so number one, shoulder is straight. Your shoulder is straight. Okay, your shoulder is straight, not the hand not up and down. Okay, and then number two is move your chest up. Open up your chest. Open up, and then move your chest up. Basically, your chest. Okay, the guys will be your chest. The girls will be your breast pushing forward, and then when you push forward, your lower back you push towards your stomach. You feel it? If now your chest up, lower back push towards your stomach. So basically, kind of like lower back push to your stomach. So you have a curve there. As you can see on the chart, I mean on my wife here, you see where they put the circle there. You can see the curve there. All right. And then, oops, sorry, the wrong one. Take that off. Okay, and then when you push your lower back towards the stomach, you already feel that your pressure is off the lower back. If you feel it right now, good. Let me know if you have any questions. Put in the chat so we know you have questions. If you are watching this after the fact, no problem. Just put in the chat and I'll reply to you. So now just feel it. You can feel the difference, correct? So, and what happens is when you stand or sit that way, it just create more confidence in you. It just give you like, feel like, hey, I'm cool. It's kind of like a confidence booster, correct? So if and it allows you to breathe better too. Once your chest is out, you open up your chest, you can breathe better, so that when you open your chest, more air goes in there. And what happens is when you breathe in, it becomes oxygen. Oxygen goes into your body, and what it does is, when there's oxygen, as I always say, when there's oxygen, there's no pain, there's no sickness. Why? Because once the oxygen comes into the body, it creates the blood flow, and then it just flushes out whatever is blocking you, or whatever is stuck in there. So the more oxygen you have, the better you are. So it is, sometimes we take it for granted that oxygen is just oxygen. Hey, I'm breathing, so you can take it for granted, and you don't really understand what's the power of oxygen. And so that's why when you cannot breathe, or you get knocked out or whatever, have an accident, that's why they give you oxygen when you cannot breathe on your own, so that to create to move to put the oxygen into your body, so you can create circulation. All right, if you this is basically what it is for working from home. So you know that your posture, what kind of posture you need to do. And let's move to the next step. The next one is the ideal. Let me look for it. Can't find it, but next one will be ideal. Nope, not this one, sorry. Next one will be the ideal setup for your workstation. Okay, let me just show you this. This is my wife's workstation. You can see here, she has the mesh chair with a curve at the back, so that it helps hold your lower back. If not, you can always get one of these. This is the lumbar pillow, just to hold your lower back. And if you look at the cushion she have there, that cushion, if you look at the pointy side at the end by the mesh, the pointy side by the back, what it does is, remember I was telling you, when you sit on the seat bone, and when you sit at the seat bone, not on your tailbone. Tailbone is the bone in between your butt, and it's just, if you touch your hand, go down straight to from your low back towards the end, you feel a curve inside, right? That's your tailbone. Okay, so what it does is, that pointy thing on the back there helps relaxes the tailbone. So basically, your tailbone will be underneath here, and you'll be sitting right there. That piece there will hold your tailbone, and then create and kind of like forces your seat bone to sit down properly. So it fits into that position. So that's the cushion that she has. I have originally. At first she didn't like it, but then now it's hers, because she's working, and then she's enjoying it. As you can see here, she has two screens. One on the laptop, and then the other one is the big monitor. The monitor goes up and down, so you can adjust to your eye level, so that it doesn't hurt your Alright, so basically what she's doing right now is she's using the laptop as a remote keyboard, and then she have a wireless mouse, and it helps to it's work out. It's easier to work, and she has a roller Logitech roller mouse, so that you can, instead of going to the laptop to scroll up and down, you just have there's a roller that you can just go. There's a roller that you can just go slide it up, and then it will go up and down the screen. So this is the perfect setup, and when she sits down, her arm is on the desk itself. So, and you can adjust the height level so that it will fit perfectly, and the shoulder level is straight. So that way, it's easier and it's more comfortable for you. All right. So, okay, I've been standing on that side, so sorry about that. Okay, so that will help you do. This is the perfect settings that will help you release all your tension. And so let me just go round up what we said just now. Let me just take that off. Okay, so basically let's sum up what we did earlier. So I show you the settings that you're supposed to have, and then we work with settings that you have, and then, or I have, and then we move into the ideal setting of ideal setting of a workstation. So if you have any questions, just feel free to put in the chat, or if you're watching after the fact, no problem. Just ask the question, and I will definitely answer it. Okay. So if you don't have any question, we just end from here, and thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, share with someone, or you know someone that could benefit from this video, share with them, and don't forget to subscribe. And let me see if we can do this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you again next week, same time, same channel, at 9:30 every Friday. And don't forget, once again, thank you for watching, and let me get this. Stay stress-free by changing one habit at a time. Thank you very much, and we'll done. Bye. Have a great week, and see you next week, next Friday, 9 p.m. live.